his reports and during guest appearances. Take a listen.
And he was
the story actually started with a terrible moment a dozen years back during the invasion of Iraq. 2 of our 4 helicopters were hit.
This county to save money on the cost of street lighting. Roundabouts and footpaths will remain lit, but other areas will be plunged into darkness from midnight until 5:30 in the morning in order to meet budget cuts. It's become an increasingly common way for councils to make savings, but is raising concerns over crime and road safety, as RT's Daniel Hawkins reports.
How many councils does it take to swap a few light bulbs for energy-efficient ones? It seems very few, as most local authorities are preferring to reduce street lighting altogether in their drive to cut spending and carbon emissions. Although roads in central London remain lit in the night hours, this is common practice in the home counties and further afield. Some areas face over 80% of lights being either dimmed or switched off completely. Coroners across the country have linked multiple fatal accidents to a lack of suitable street lighting. There were 2 deaths in 2 months at one location in Milton Keynes. No safety audit on lighting was carried out prior to this, and the council subsequently reversed its policy. The approach was criticised by the AA, who say the lack of lighting increases risk to both road users and pedestrians. Other road safety groups are also urging caution.
Local authorities have a duty to cut the number of people injured and killed on their roads. It's a statutory duty. They're not going to want to take a risk with people's lives, but they do need to look at the way that they operate, and there are needs to make changes. We need to be smarter with the things we do, but we need to be careful when we are making those changes. 1 death on our roads is too many, and that's why caution is needed.
We visited Dartford, Kent, where lighting on many roads is switched off between midnight and the early morning. One by one, the lights came off, and entire streets were plunged into total darkness. As we drove along pitch-black roads, it was easy to see why this was an issue local residents did not take lightly. We didn't see one skater until he was just a few metres from our car.
Well lit up enough, you'd hope you're not going to get hit, but when you're sitting on a low speed limit in the zone, you get drivers that can't deal with that, and you just have to put up with the abuse, I'm afraid. But lights, no lights, could that save a problem? It's a debate, but I couldn't say exactly. But yeah, I mean, to have some lighting is sure going to be a bit safer in it, let's be honest.
Many here feel those walking home late at night are unnecessarily put at risk by the darkened roads.
What really concerns me is this is a very nice residential area. There's a lot of people who are tradesmen and tradespeople, and they need the light to both load their vehicles and unload, and also to be secure when they work long hours.
The Kent Police and Crime Commissioner's Office played down residents' concerns about increased crime levels in the area.
Switching off street lights has bothered many people, I know, as they write to me saying that they fear that the darkness must be encouraging burglars to commit crime. Currently, there does not appear to be any evidence that makes a strong case for leaving them on or switching them off. You can be assured that if there is a rise that can be attributed to the street lighting being turned off, then I shall be taking this to the Kent County Council.
Although good intentions may be behind the idea of reducing street lighting at night, both road safety groups and local residents still have major concerns and believe this is far from a bright idea. Daniel Hawkins, RT, London.
Well, since we visited the area, there's announced plans to switch the lights back on, converting street lamps to LED, though they'll have to cough up £40 million to convert the lights. It's expected to reduce the council's energy bill by 60% in the long term, but it's going to take nearly 3 years for the project to be completed. Until then, the streets are expected to remain dark. Now, here's a clue for you what's coming next. That's all from us for the moment.